Hello, people. Good morning. Oh, I'm very backwards today. Trying to get myself together. Sorry for the shaking. I gotta put that tea bag in there. Good morning, all. Happy Friday. Hope you guys are doing okay. I'm just getting myself together for this Friday. I don't have to work, but I do have to work. Super tired and stressed out from work. But I'm here and I just want to check in with y'all. Now, I don't see any comments. Don't know if anybody's made any comments, but if you're in here and you're watching, put at least a thumbs up in the comments so I know that it's working. Because last time I was in here, I don't think the comments were working. So if you're watching me, put something in the comments so I can see if it's working for me. For some reason, I was having a hard time seeing my comments. And I still don't see anything now. So if you are putting something in there, I can't see anything, which is very weird. I don't see anything if you guys are. I'm going to try it myself. I don't know if y'all are participating or not. What's up, y'all? If y'all are in here, I need some comments to see if my comments are working. If they're not, I'm going to have to start it over because I don't know what's going on. I can't see them. Okay, okay. So it is working. Y'all just in here not commenting. I see. Okay. Oh, let me turn this off. Hey, Charles, what's going on? Maryland is up 57-16. Oh my gosh. Let me see. Yeah. Maryland girls up by 57-16. Who are they playing? Let me see. Who's playing today? Oh, they're playing Central Connecticut. Kentucky plays today. Stanford plays today. They're playing without Sailor Puff and Barger against Central Connecticut. Okay. Hey, Miss D, what's going on? Yeah, so I haven't been able to catch a lot of the games. That's why y'all haven't seen me. My day job, y'all. My day job. Oh my God. it is sucking the life out of me every single day. It's a very busy time of the year, so I'm not able to watch a lot of the games. But I did see the game last night. South Carolina played South Florida, I believe it was. Um, saw them play. I mean, it was a blowout game. I did in those games, you just kind of watch the players, just see how they react and what they're doing. So Joyce has been having a monster year so far, leading the team in points. She's a tough girl. Like I was watching, like how she don't really post up a lot. She does a lot of face up, just in your face, bodying you to the basket. So I kind of like that. I like that physicality. She's gonna need that, especially when they start conference play. Now she can back you up, but she she does a lot of face up shooting as well. Um, Ocote is finally back. She was sick. We really needed her help on rebounding, so we had her help with that. A lot of putbacks. Raven, Raven is my girl. Raven, I just love to see Raven not even be aggressive offensively, but just know she can shoot. Just know if you leave her open in the three, she can take it and make it. Just know that she can drive to the basket. I don't know if y'all saw that move she did. I want to say it was maybe in the third quarter, third or fourth quarter. She got the steal, took the ball, running down the court. She did a up and around, faked out the girl who was in front of her. It was a 1-on-3 situation, by the way. Like no, none of her other players, her other teammates were near her. It was a 1-on-3. Raven took that ball up and under, and then scooped the ball in for a layup. I said, okay. I said, okay, Ray. They try to come for you, but Raven has been doing very well. Latson, although she's not scoring as much as she was last year, I think she was averaging 25 points last year. This year, she's averaging 17. But her field goal percentage has gone up. Her 3-point percentage has gone up. So those are career highs for her, being on this team so far. So I mean, I think we're starting to click. Adele got a little bit more aggressive this game. And yeah, although they're not playing like huge competition, you like to see some of the improvements that the players are making. So all my teams right now are doing pretty well. South Carolina, LSU, Notre Dame. We're still in the on the other side of conference play where they're not really playing super tough competition, but that doesn't mean like these smaller schools or these less competitive schools can't sneak one and win a game on somebody, especially if you go in thinking that you don't have to do anything. So happy to see that teams are winning, teams are doing well, and I cannot wait the next couple of weeks for conference play. And that's when we really get to the nitty gritty. Not that everybody in conference play is ranked or a super competitor, but we know the SEC is the best conference in the league. We know they are super competitive. We know that they are super physical, and they come to play. So I'm very excited about that. Tanaya's overall game is getting better. Yeah, that's the thing. Some people were saying like her stock has gone down or she's not the same player. And just like I was saying before, like yeah, she was the main offense when she was in Florida. The main offense, that was her. Give the ball to her, and that's what she works. And that's how she was getting 25 points a game. Well, now in South Carolina, it's a team effort. Not to say that there's not leading scorers, because Joyce is leading the team in points and minutes, I think. But she's part of a system where the hot hand gets the ball, and it's teamwork and it's a team effort. So she's just trying to find her way within that system. She's a valuable asset. We know she can go off. We know she can score. It's just her finding when she can get that off. And there's been games where she's been able to do that. Especially what was that game a few games ago? She scored 32 points. I think that was a game she needed. She needed to see that because she was not. Some of her shots weren't going down. Some of the stuff she usually hit wasn't hitting, but she had that game and she's been good ever since. So it just took a little bit, and I think it's going to continue. She's going to continue to grow with this team, and come tournament time, I think it's going to really shine through. So I'm happy that her overall game has grown, not just her points. Even though her points went down, her efficiency, her field goal percentage, probably her assists have gone up since coming to South Carolina. And that's what you want. You want to become an overall, you want to become a well-rounded player by the time you leave college. You don't want to necessarily be just one note, because when you go professional, especially in the W, I mean, everybody's doing everything. And you can get left behind if you don't start to hone some of those skills. Unless that one thing you do is so amazing that nobody else can do it, you're going to get left behind. So it is good that you can show that you can score, but you're also well rounded in other aspects of the game. Similar to like how Pow Pow came in, kind of just being the 3-point threat. And now she's a better ball handler. Her assists are better. Her driving to the basket is better. She perfected, or not perfected, but she improved on all those things in the summer right before her last season at South Carolina, and then she took those skills to the W and is continued to improve on those aspects, and she's a real asset to Atlanta, and they love her over there. So I think it's good. I think it's good. Ms. D said it's the bottom teams will play you hard. Yeah, the bottom teams are going to play you hard because that's the point. That's the point, is you want to see if you can take down the top dog. So you want to pull out all your weapons. You don't want it to be an easy win. So it was good to see in the beginning that South Florida was like giving them the business. And even in the second half, even though they're down by 30 or whatever, like it was still times where flashes where, it would be some missed defensive assignments that, South Carolina didn't do. There were some turnovers that South Carolina had, or they didn't rebound the ball, or they didn't guard the three, and that other team would get that. And that's why you play those games too, because if you're getting exposed by these teams, what's going to happen when you go and play some real competition? So it's used to, help both teams in a sense, obviously. Her defense is better, Tanaya. Okay, Tanaya's defense is better. And again, playing for Dawn, you're going to have to play defense. That's just part of the game. So I was super happy to see everybody that played. I don't know when we'll get McCure back, but Maddie and the Isla, the McDowell and the McDaniels, little tag team there. I kind of like that. Now, Maddie sometimes is a ball hog. I'm noticing that a little bit. She has a little bit of the takeover spirit. She has the path to pass the ball, and sometimes she doesn't. She just takes it to the rack, and if she makes it, great. But if she doesn't, then you had two other people that were open that you could have passed it to. So for whatever reason, you decided not to. So I've been noticing a little bit of that with Maddie. She needs to make a little better decisions on, especially doing fast break. Like, you don't have to take it all yourself. Like, if you got teammates trailing you, it's okay to pass. And I think that's something that the commentators were saying, that Dawn was working with Joyce Edwards on, like, become a better passer, involve your teammates some. Don't just take every single shot that you think you have. You want to involve your teammates because you're going to need them one way or the other as the season goes. So don't ice them out. And I think that's something that Maddie needs to look at as well. Like, girl, you can pass the ball a little bit. Yeah, I'm happy you took the hit and made the shot, but you also had some open teammates that probably could have made a better shot, you know? And that's really all I've had a chance to watch is South Carolina. I think the last LSU game I saw it was they were playing LA Tech. And that was it. Louisiana Tech. I am struggling over here on my breakfast. And I don't know, that was what, 1, 2 games ago, I think. I've been so behind on games. So hopefully y'all have been watching. Y'all teams have been playing well. You've been seeing some good performances from players. I heard Audie Crooks is still out here. I think she's made it now to a point a minute, which I don't know if they said hasn't been done before or hasn't been done in a long time, where you're averaging a point a minute. That girl is crazy. Like, she only plays 20, 25, 20, 25, maybe 26 minutes a game. And she's been scoring that plus and some. So some games she's doubling the amount of points she's getting when she's only playing like essentially half the game. And I've been watching the game that I did get to see. I saw her play Iowa State, and it was Iowa against Iowa State. And yeah, that girl, you can't do nothing with her. You really can't. Like, I don't know if South Carolina's playing Iowa State. I would like to see that, or even LSU. I just want to see what she does. Like, I don't know. I just want to see. Like, she got a fadeaway. You can't do nothing with her in the paint. Once she gets to her spot and just turns around and shoots it, it's going in. She has great footwork. Um, it's just, you can't, like, you have to double her, and I'm not seeing teams double her. Like, outside of, a lot of people talk about her size, she's just very dominant and strong in that paint, and one girl is not going to stop her from scoring. So Audie is dominating. I would love to see Audie in SEC. That Iowa versus Iowa State game was good. Yeah, it was pretty good. It came down to the wire, but Audie did her thing. So shout out to her. She's leading. I think she's leading the nation. Yeah, she's leading the nation in scoring. I think Hannah is number 4 in scoring. So I can't wait till after this, when this new year starts and, we start to see conference play, because we know conference play is leading to the conference tournaments, and then we got March Madness. So we got a lot of good basketball left. I know Texas, University of Texas, UT plays LSU, I think on January 15th or the 14th or something like that. And then they turn around and play South Carolina right after that. So that's going to be fun to watch. You want to see how if South Carolina can get their lick back, or is Texas going to win again? And as far as LSU, I went to the LSU Texas game last year when it was here, and we were winning the whole time until the fourth quarter and lost it because Texas just would not stop scoring, and we ended up losing that game. So I would love to see if LSU can get their lick back and beat Texas. Texas is very dominant right now. That's another thing I've been looking at with these teams is, like, I'm looking at them play these other teams, and I'm thinking in my head, like, would this team in this form right now be able to take down a Texas or a UConn, or some of these other dominant teams with what they're doing? Because if they make too many mistakes, teams like those are going to expose it. But I mean, I think for us, I think a coat will be big for us in the post. I think once Tanaya gets her her bearings and gets things going. I think her and Tessa and Raven can really put on a clinic and be great scores for us when we're going against these type of teams. Same thing with LSU. LSU got some dynamic guards, obviously. They got Big Foe, MK12, and Malaysia, who can just come off the bench and do whatever she wants and take over a game if need be. So I'm excited to see it. I can't wait. SEC play starts in January 1st. I can't wait. January 1st. I'm going to have to figure something out. Hopefully, my job is not as busy. I'm sure it won't be. Actually, I'll be on vacation. I'm taking a little vacation after Christmas so I can get myself together and get my life back in order after all this busyness. And I'll be tuned in watching whatever I can. Also, speaking of watching, Unrivaled starts January 5th, and Sess and I will be back with our Unrivaled show on the court with Jay and Sess. Believe we're going to do a pre-show before the season starts to recap again the teams, who's on the teams, talk about maybe some of the stuff we saw at training camp, some of the stuff that's been on social media that they've been showing us, and get y'all hyped for the season. And then on January 5th, all 8 teams are playing. So they're playing, I think, starting in the middle of the day, 2 o'clock or something like that, all the way till 9. So we're going to recap all those games. So I hope y'all join us. We will be live recapping the games at the end of the night of the game. So not after every game, but if there's 2 games that night, after the last game, we'll go live. If it's 4 games that night, after that last game, we'll go live. And I believe they're doing Monday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday are the 4 days now that they're having games. So we will be live all those nights. It might be some times where I pop in late if I have to work late or something like that. But please tune in. Please tune in to On the Court with Jay and Sess as we cover Unrivaled. Super excited about that season. We got 2 new teams. We got a lot of new players. We have players that have been moved around from different teams. So no team really looks the same other than Rose is like the closest. Obviously, they're returning champs. So they have everybody on their team except for Slim and Angel. We know Angel is not going to play Unrivaled this season. And Slim got traded to, not traded, but they all went into a draft. So she went to the Laces. We now have Suge Sutton and Shakira Austin on Team Rose. And then you have Team Breeze, who is a team that I have my eye on, full of youngins. That's going to be interesting. Rakia, Dom, Paige, Kate Martin. I forgot who the other 2 are off the top of my head. I can't think of everybody that's on the team right now, but that's going to be fun to watch. Oh, hey, Farrell, what's going on? Kentucky plays LSU. When is that? Bama at the Gamecocks. Hey, Stan, what's going on? How are you? Chicago Cheetah says Kalina Smith is visiting the Tigers when they take on South Carolina Gamecocks. That's good. I think Rose repeats. I know that's not the popular opinion, but what I believe. Fee team is the weakest. The Lunar Owls, who do they have now? They got, I can't think off the top of my head. They got, it's Fee, Skylar. Is it Kiki? No, Aaliyah Edwards. Aaliyah Edwards is on Lunar Owls. Freaking A, I can't think. I have to look it up. But you think they're the weakest. We'll see. I like Breeze, the youngest team. I like them. Farrell says January 1st. Oh, okay. Um, but yeah, we will recap all those teams, all those players, give our predictions for who we think is going to take the first games, and it's going to have a good time. The people really enjoyed us together recapping these games, so hopefully we can bring y'all another great season, and then that will roll into maybe possibly the W season. We know right now they're locked. They're locked. It's a stalemate. We don't know. They have January, what's the deadline? January 9th or something like that is the deadline from the first extension or whatever that they made. The W just came back with another proposal. I think they want to do a max of 1.3. They want to increase annual salaries over $500,000. They're still not talking about revenue share. They said an uncapped revenue share, but they're not giving the number of what that looks like. The reason why, oh, Rachel Bannum, you're right. Rachel Bannum and Rebecca Allen. Oh, they're on Team Fee. Interesting. The reason why they rejected that first offer or whatever, that when the W came and said, okay, we're going to pay y'all a max $1 million, super max $1 million, that will increase to $1.2 million. And shout out to Shanae Agumake. She broke it down and said, well, if you look at that, you're giving them $1 million, but you're saying the increase is only going to go up to 1.2, which is another $200,000 over the course of 5 years. That's only a very small percentage. So again, the league is growing and you're only giving them chump change. Like, yeah, that number sounds big, but in the big scheme of things, when you're looking at how much revenue that they are getting and how much revenue share you want to give them, it's still such a small percentage. And it is glaring that if the owners, whoever, NBA, is so hell bent on not giving these ladies revenue share, then that's where the money is. They keep throwing out, I'm gonna give you 700,000, I'm gonna give you 500,000. The minimum pay is gonna be 300,000. We're gonna give you $1.3 million. All this stuff, but they do not want to talk about revenue share, and that's because they know that's where the money is. They know if they increase their revenue share, it ain't even got to be what the NBA's is. I think the NBA might be like 50% or 40 or something like that. If they just increase it to 20 or 30%, that's a lot of money. For some reason, they do not want to do that. And they keep shying away and they say, oh, it's uncapped. Oh, it's this. Oh, it's that. But they're not saying, I'm giving you this amount of money. We're going to make it so you get 30% revenue share, blah, blah, blah. They don't want to do that. So something there is still being hidden. And that's why the ladies of the W are not budging. And there's some people saying, just take the money. Look how much money you're getting. Yeah, you're going to give me all this money now, but what's going to happen 3 and 4 years later when that media money starts rolling in, from those deals that you've made and all that stuff, and your value is so much more. The W's value is going to be up here making all this revenue share, and we're down here. Even if this is $1 million, I could be right here. They don't want to do that. So something shady is going on. I stand with the ladies of the W to stand your ground. And they said, look, we're prepared to strike. We're not saying we want to, we're not saying we will, but if it comes to it, we got the okay, we got the buy-in. 98% of the 93% of people that voted or had something to say said, I'm ready. We stand together. If y'all ready to strike, we ready to strike. So we shall see. We shall see what happens. That's going to be crazy. So I don't know when the expansion draft is going to happen, because you need a CBA for that, unless they vote some way that they'll still have it and keep the same rules they had last time. I don't know. You can have a regular draft, but if you don't have a season to go to, I mean, a season to have, then I don't know what that's going to look like. It's a lot of stuff in the air. So the ball is kind of in the W's court. Now, they did come back and say they're very disheartened or upset or whatever at the way that the Players Association is portraying them, and that is not that way. Pretty much trying to say, like, we're trying to give them money and they don't want to take it. Like, it's not as bad as what they're trying to make it seem. Something's going on. Something's definitely going on. Miss D said that's what Adam don't want to give them revenue share. Yep, that's what he said. He was like, why are we talking about revenue share with the W? Because that's where the money is. And I'm happy that they're not being blinded by that. And now they have options. You got plan B. You got Project B. You got you got Unrivaled. You got those who were founding players of Unrivaled that have stock and share in that in the league. So no matter if they're playing or not, they're getting money. They're investors in it. So they have options right now. And then you also have the option of just going overseas and playing. These teams are playing over there, paying over there as well. So the W is just going to have to figure it out. They don't have the upper hand like they thought they had before. And if they start losing all their media advertising deals, if they put all this money into the W and then the W doesn't produce a product, it could be real damaging to the W that is brought on by themselves pretty much, because y'all had the opportunity. Y'all just don't want to pay these ladies, which is crazy. But the only thing we can do is see. So I just wanted to pop in, say hello to you guys, let you guys know I always say this, I'm still here. It's just work is extremely busy. My day job has me going whether I'm at work or not. And I'm extremely tired and worn out. And all I do mostly on my days off is sleep and try to catch games if I can. So I only got a few more weeks, of not even a few more weeks, a couple, what is it, 1 week? One more week of this. And hopefully things calm down. And they don't try to give me any crazy projects or anything to do. But I should be good. And we could start the year fresh with some conference play coverage. We'll be doing Unrivaled coverage. And like I said, hopefully if we have a season, of course, I'll be here for the W season. But I'm going to let y'all go. I got to eat my breakfast and then get ready because I have to run some errands before I have to go to an appointment at 2. So I'm running. Y'all take care. Y'all have a good day. Watch some good games. Come tell me about it. And we'll chat later, all right? Happy Friday. Talk to y'all later. Peace.